Welcome students in the another session of mathematics. Today I am going to discuss remaining questions of exercise 12D. We completed up to question number 6 yesterday. We'll solve question number 7 onwards. But before that a child had a problem in question number 4, fourth subpart. So I discussed question number 4, fourth subpart. Firstly, we are going to eliminate C is 12x square. So what should we multiply to 3 to get 12x square? So that is plus 4x. So we multiply plus 4x with 3x, that will give you 12x square. When you multiply this 4x with 4y, that will give you 16xy. Now we subtract these two. After on subtracting, the x square term gets cancelled, and here we are left with minus 16 and plus 7xy will give you minus 9xy. Now to eliminate minus 9xy, we need to multiply this 3 with the minus sign. 3 3s is 9, so we are multiplying it with 3, and y is required, so we multiply it with the y also. So what we get? Minus 9xy. Now when this minus 3y is multiplied with plus 4y, that will give you minus 12. 4 3s is 12, y and 2y will give you y square. Now on subtraction, sign gets changed, so we get plus 9xy here and we get plus 12y square. So plus 9xy and minus 9xy gets cancelled. Similarly, plus 12y square and minus 12y square gets cancelled. So answer is 4x minus 3y. Now I discuss question number 7. Question number 7 has 4 subparts. You will have to do all the subparts, children. I solve question number 4, third part for you. 3 to the power 5 plus 7t4 minus 11t cube plus 8t square minus 32t plus 5 is divided by 2 plus 3 plus t square. Children, I told you firstly check whether the given algebraic expression are in a standard form or not. Here we have the expression in ascending order. So firstly we arrange in the descending order. That means we write the highest power of the variable firstly, then power t, and then the last is constant. So we rearrange the divisor and then we divide. So I have arranged the divisor and then I have written. Now we start doing the division. The first term to be eliminated is 3t to the power 5. Here the first term is t square. So we need plus 3 in front of that, and t square when multiplied with the t cube, that will give you t to the power 5. So first term that we are going to write here is t to the power 3t to the power 3. So when 3t cube is multiplied with the t square, it will give you 3t to the power 5. Now when this is multiplied with the next term, it will give you 9 plus 9t to the power 4. And then you will get plus 6t cube. Now we subtract these two. So on subtraction, sign changes. This plus will become minus. This plus will also become minus. Now this gets cancelled. Plus 7 and minus 9 will give you minus 2t to the power 4. Minus 11 and minus 6 will give you minus 17 cube. Now we copy down this plus 8t square. Now we want to eliminate minus 2t to the power 4. And here we have t square. So we need minus 2 firstly. Then t square when multiplied with the t square only, then we will get t to the power 4. So I write minus 2t square. Now we multiply with each term of the divisor. So what we get firstly? Minus 2 t to the power 4. When you multiply with plus 3t, plus minus will become minus. 3 2s is 6 t cube minus 6 t cube. When you multiply with this with the plus 2, that will give you minus 4t square. Now again we subtract them. So we change the sign. This is plus. This will also become plus and this will also become plus. So these terms get cancelled. Now we have minus 16 and plus 6, that will give you minus 11t cube. Now we get plus 8 and plus 4 will give you plus 12t square. And we copy down this minus 32t. Now what is the first term to be eliminated? That is minus 11t cube. So we have t square here. That means we want minus 11 and one more t to convert t square into t cube. So I write minus 11t as a quotient in the quotient. Now this minus 11 multiplied with the t square, it will give you minus 11t cube. When it is multiplied with the second term, plus minus will give you minus 11 3s is 33t square. When you multiply this with the third term, plus minus will become minus 22t. Now again we subtract the two expressions by changing the sign. So I have changed the sign. Now these two gets eliminated. What we are left here? We are left with the 45t square. And when you will solve this, you will get minus 10t. Again we copy down plus 5. Now what term to be eliminated firstly? That is 45t square. T square is already there. That means what we need extra there? Plus 45. So I write plus 45 in the quotient. So what we get here? 45t square. 45 3s is 135. So plus 135t. And 45 2s is 90. So plus 90. I have written. Now again we change the sign. So this gets eliminated. This minus 10 and minus 35, 135 will give you minus 145t. Minus 90 and plus 5 will give you minus 85. Now the first term here is t square and we want t. So the more division is not possible. So we leave the answer this way. Now we do question number 7, fourth subpart. X to the power 6 plus 3x square plus 10 is divided by x cube plus 1. In question number 7, find the quotient and the remainder. So we are getting remainder in all the subparts. X cube plus 1 is the divisor, x to the power 6, and after x to the power 6 we have x square. So I maintain a bit gap between these two terms because it's very sure that we are getting lesser powers than power 6 and up to 2. So I have left a bit gap between the two terms. The first term to be eliminated is x to the power 6 and here we have x cube. So what we are going to multiply it with? X to the power 3. X to the power 3 multiplied with x to the power 3 will give you x to the power 6. When it is multiplied with plus 1, it will give you plus x cube. Now we change the sign. So this gets eliminated. What we are left with? Minus x cube. Now what to be multiplied to get minus x cube? We already have x cube here and we are looking for minus x cube. So what we are going to multiply it with? We are going to multiply it with minus 1. So when we multiply it with minus 1, we get minus x cube. When this minus multiplied with plus 1 will give you minus 1. So more power is not going to come here. So I copy down this plus 3x square and plus 10 here. Now as no square term is there, so we leave it as it is. When minus 1 multiplied with plus 1 will give you minus 1. Now we subtract these two. So sign gets changed. These two gets eliminated. What we are left with? 3x square plus 11. As it is mentioned, find the quotient and the remainder. So x cube minus 1 is the quotient and 3x square plus 11 is the quotient. Now I discuss question number 8. Show by division method that 2a square minus a plus 3 is a factor of 6a to the power 5 minus a to the power 4 plus 4a cube minus 5a square minus a and minus 15. See children, what we have to do? We have to show that it is a factor. So when any number is a factor of any given number, then it's very sure that number is being divisible, exactly divisible by the given factor. Suppose I say 2 is a factor of 4. That means 4 is exactly divisible by 2. If I say 2 is also a factor of 6, that means 6 is exactly divisible by 2. So if any number is a factor, that means on dividing with that number, we get complete division, no remainder is left. So similarly in question number 8, what we are going to do? We are going to divide we are going to divide the 6a to the power 5 term with 2a square term, and when you will divide, you will find that no remainder is left. If no remainder is left, then this is the factor. So what you have to do actually, you have to show the division, and you have to show that in the last line you are going to write as remainder is 0. Therefore 2a square minus a plus 3 is a factor of the given algebraic expression. Question number 4 I come to now. What must be subtracted from this expression so that the resulting polynomial is exactly divisible by this? So firstly we will divide. We will find how much remainder is left. Whatever remainder is left, we are going to remove that remainder. That means we are going to subtract that remainder, and then we will be able to get the required answer. So I proceed with question number 9 now. Question number 9, first we divide. The first term to be eliminated is 8x to the power 4. We have 4x square. So I am going to multiply it with plus 4x square. So plus 4x square. When we multiply it with, we will get 8x to the power 4. When you multiply it with second term, you will get plus 12x cube. And when you multiply with the constant term, you will get minus 8x square. Now we subtract these two. So I change the sign. This gets eliminated. Plus 14 and minus 12 will give you plus 2x cube. Minus 2 and plus 8 will give you plus 6x square. Now we copy down plus 7x. A little change is required, children, here. From 4 we are looking for 8. So we are not going to multiply it with the 2. 4 we are going to multiply it with 2. So 4 2s is 8x to the power 4. When you multiply it with 3, it will become 6. I redo this. The first term to be eliminated is 8x to the power 4. So what we are going to multiply with 4? It is 2. 4 2s is 8. 2x square. So I write 8x to the power 4. When this 2x square is multiplied with 3, it will give you plus 6x cube. When you multiply it with minus 2, it will give you minus 4x square. Now we subtract the two expressions. So therefore I change the sign. This gets eliminated. 14 minus 6 will give you 8x cube. This is plus 4 and this is minus 2. That will give you plus 2x square. Now I copy down plus 7x. Now the first term to be eliminated is 8x cube. So I multiplied 4 with 2 again, and x cube is required and we have x square, so we multiplied with a plus 2x. So you get 8x cube. Then when you multiply it with the second term, you will get plus 6x square. When you multiply it with the third term, you will get minus 4x. Now again we subtract. For that we change the sign. So this gets eliminated. You are left with minus 4x square. Plus 7 and plus 4 will give you plus 11x. We copy down now minus 8. Now to eliminate minus 4x square, we are going to multiply it with 4x square is already there, but in place of plus we need minus sign. So we multiply it with minus 1. We get minus 4x square. When multiplied with plus 3x, it will give you minus 3x, and plus 2. Minus will give you plus 2. This is plus sign, children. Now again we change the sign. So what we get? This gets cancelled. 13 plus 11 plus 3 will give you 14. Minus 8 and minus 2 will give you minus 10. So that means this is extra, because with 4x square, what you going to multiply with 4x square to get power x? It's not possible. From power 2 we cannot get power 1 here. So this way we have completed the division. So what is left? 14x minus 10 is left in the remainder. So if we subtract this from the given expression, the algebraic expression is going to be get exactly divisible. So in the question they are asking what must be subtracted. So in answer line you will write 14x minus 10 must be subtracted. Okay, children? Then it will get exactly divisible. So you can write the complete statement. Now after question number 9, we come to question number 10. If these are the 4 are the sides of a quadrilateral, find the perimeter of a quadrilateral. So children, you can do it very easily. Perimeter of a quadrilateral means you are going to write sum of all the sides, then add these 4 given expressions, you will get the perimeter. Then we come to question number 11. There are 3x plus 5y shelves in a library, and in each shelf there are 5x plus 3y books. How many books are there in the library? So what we are going to do? How we are going to find the total number of books? Total number of books is equal to number of shelves into number of books in each shelf. We are going to multiply. So when you will put these two expressions and you will multiply, then you will get the total number of books in the library. So do write the formula. Total number of books is equal to number of shelves into number of books in each shelf. Then substitute the value and then find the product. Then I come to question number 12. The length and the breadth of a rectangle are given respectively. The perimeter of this rectangle is equal to the perimeter of a square. So that means first we are going to find the perimeter of a rectangle. Then that will be the perimeter of a square also. Find how much is the area of the rectangle less than that of a square. That means we are finding the difference between the area of a square and a rectangle, and they are saying the area of rectangle less. That means the area of rectangle is smaller. So from the area of a square we are going to subtract the area of a rectangle. Before finding the area we need the side of a square. So first we will get the side of a square and then we'll get the area of both and then we'll find the difference. Let's proceed for question number 12 now. Question number 12. Firstly, we are finding the perimeter of rectangle of square is equal to perimeter of rectangle perimeter of a square is 4 into side. Perimeter of rectangle is 2 into L plus B. Now 4 into side is equal to, we substitute the value of length and breadth. So 2 into the length is given to us is A plus 5B and the breadth is given to us 7A minus B. So what we get here, 7A plus A will give you 8A plus 5B and minus B will give you plus 4B. So this is the perimeter of a rectangle, that is equal to 4 into side. Now we are looking for side. So side is equal to 2 upon 4 into 8A plus 4B. 2 ones is 2, 2 twos is 4. So what we get, 8A plus 4B by 2. Now this 2 divides both the term. So 8A by 2 plus 4B by 2. So what you get, 4A plus 2B. That is the side of square. Now we are finding the difference of their area. So first we will find the area of a square and the area of a rectangle. Difference in area is equal to, see they are saying, they have said in the question that the area of rectangle less than that of a square. So first we are going to write the area of a square minus area of rectangle. Now we substitute the value. Area of a square is side square and area of rectangle is length into breadth. And we are finding the difference, not plus, it is minus. Side square, the side we calculated is 4A plus 2B. So 4A plus 2B whole square minus, now we put the measurement of length, that is A plus 5B into breadth is 7A minus B. Now you have to multiply. So do multiply. I have 4A plus 2B whole square. We are using the identity of A plus B whole square. So what the identity of A plus B whole square is? It is A square plus B square plus 2AB. I am going to apply this identity for the first, or we can discuss more this in algebraic identities. If you are not getting the identity, then you can multiply 4A plus 2B into 4A plus 2B. So I apply the identity A square, that means the square of the first term. So square of first term will give you 16A square. Square of second term, that is 2B, 2 square is 4, B square is B square. Now plus sign is here, so I write plus. 2 into 4 will give you 8. 8 into 2 will give you 16. A into B will give you AB. Now you can multiply this also. You multiply it and then find. I am writing the product directly. So after multiplying you will get 7A square plus 34 AB minus 5B square. You can multiply in the rough column and check it. Now we subtract because we have a negative sign here, so we change the sign. So first I write the 16A square plus 4B square plus 16AB minus 7A square minus 34AB plus 5B square. Now I mark the like terms. A square and A square, these two are like. B square and B square is like, and this AB and AB are like. So we solve the like terms. 16A square and minus 7A square. 16 minus 7 will give you 9A square plus 4B square and plus 5B square will give you plus 9B square plus 16AB minus 34 AB will give you minus 14 AB. Not 14, sorry, it's 18. 18 AB. So this way we have find the difference. Now we proceed with question number 13. They are saying find the if a sum of rupees this is divided equally among these many persons, find the amount received by each person. So first you will write the formula. Find amount received by each person is equal to sum upon number of persons, and then you will divide the two expressions, okay, and you will get the answer. Then I come to question number 14. The product of two numbers is this. One number is this. Find the other number. So I proceed with question number 14 now. Other number is equal to product upon given number. Okay, now we divide. For that we need to divide, so we divide for that. So that is x to the power 6 minus y to the power 6 upon x minus y. Now we do the division here. X to the power 6 and we have x minus y. Students, see here, we have x to the power 6 and then we have y to the power 6. I'll write y to the power 6 a bit far away, minus. So because in between we'll get many powers of x as well as of y. So first term to be eliminated is x to the power 6. For that we multiply x with x to the power 5. So when you multiply and write, it becomes x to the power 6. You have to multiply it with the second term also. So it will become minus x5y. Now we subtract these two. Sign changes. So this gets eliminated and we are left with x5y. Now we have to eliminate x5y. For that we multiply x with x to the power 4 and y. Now what we get here, x to the power 5y. Now when we multiply it with the second term, it will give you minus x to the power 4 y square. Now we subtract them, so sign gets changed. This becomes plus. So what we are left with, x to the power 4 y square. Now we have x as a first term, so we want x to the power 4. So we are going to multiply it with x to the power 3. No y is there and we are looking for y square. So we multiply it with y square. So on multiplication with the first term, you will get x to the power 4 y square. When you multiply with second term, plus minus will become minus and you will get x cube, y square into y will give you y cube. Now again we change the sign. So this gets eliminated. We are left with x cube and y cube. We have x and we want x cube y cube. So we multiply it with x square y cube. So we'll get x cube y cube. When we multiply it with the second term, you'll get minus x square y to the power 4. On subtracting, this gets minus, this gets plus, this gets eliminated. We are left with x square and y 4. Now to get x square y 4 from x, we multiplied with x and y to the power 4. So we multiplied with x y to the power 4. So what we get here? X square y to the power 4. When we multiply with the second term, you will get minus x y to the power 5. So on subtracting again, sign changes. This gets eliminated. We have x y to the power 5. See, after y to the power 5, we'll get y to the power x 6. So we copy down it here and I write minus y to the power 6. Now to get x is already there, we have x, y to the power 5 more is required. So I multiply it with y plus y to the power 5. When you multiply the first term, you will get x y to the power 5. When you multiply it with second term, you will get minus y to the power 6. On subtracting, again this gets deleted. So this way we have completed the division. So the number is x to the power 5y, x to the power 5 plus x to the power 4y and so on. Now we come to question number 15. They are saying divide this by the product of these two. So first you will find the product of these two and then we will divide. Let's see how to do. Question number 15. First we find the product. Product of 2x minus 3 and x square minus 2x plus 2. Multiply these two and you will get the product as 2x cube minus 7x square plus 10x minus 6. Children, multiply and show the working of it. Then we need to divide. My aim is to teach you division right now so you can do multiplication of your own easily. So we divide 6x to the power 4 minus 13x cube plus 2x square plus 22x minus 24 with 2x cube minus 7x square plus 10x minus 6 minus 6. The first term to be eliminated is 6x to the power 4. So already we have 2. So 3 multiplied will give you 6 x cube and we are looking for x4. So what we are going to multiply it with? 3x. So what you get? 6x to the power 4. When multiplied with second term, it will give you minus 21x cube. When multiplied with third term, you will get plus 30x square. Then with the last term, you will get minus 18x. Now again we subtract. For that we change the sign. This gets eliminated. Plus 21 minus 13 will give you plus 8x cube. Minus 30 and plus 2 will give you minus 28x square. Plus 8 and plus 22 will give you plus 40x. And we copy down minus 24 here. Now we have to eliminate 8x cube and we have 2x cube here. So what to be multiplied? Only 4 is required to multiply. So I multiply it with plus 4. So what you get on multiplication? 8x cube minus 28x square plus 40x minus 24. Now we subtract them. For that we change the sign. So all gets eliminated. This way we have completed the division. So we have completed exercise 12D. Do complete remaining question. Do all the subparts of 7 and remaining all the questions up to 15. That's the end of the session. If you have any queries, you can send it to me. Do your work, children. Thank you and have a good day.